I wanted to create this little video for the fact that we're going from a year that is a number 9 into a year that is a number 1. It's going to be a very different kind of year ahead of us. And there are things that I've noted from being in this last year that might be worth sharing, and I hope to send it your way in case it's useful for you. I discovered this last year that, first of all, texting instead of getting on the phone and talking to someone, or ideally being in person if you can sometimes really mess up the communications. So I'm going to just say, if you want to test it, you can, but if you want to hear what I learned in some hard ways that people have different interpretations of a text when they can't hear someone's voice. So texting less is one of my things this year. Talking more, being in person more if possible, is definitely one of them. That said, I've decided this year to also be more internal, at least in the transition of this year. So for those of you that decide maybe you want to be alone, just know that that can be a sacred silence that's really special. For those of you that were feeling like, I'm not sure I want to be alone, but I'm alone, it can be a sacred silence that's special. A really special time. You can make it a ritual for yourself in so many ways and make it special for you somehow. Light a candle, write in your journal, reflect on what was and what you want to let go of. Consider what you want to have more of in your life in this next steps. Another thing that I noticed is that if we go out, those of us that like to go out and be social, I'm one of them, by the way, love to go hear music. Often that's in places where there's people that are really rowdy or big groups, and that can be more intense than you might even give yourself credit for. So take the time to leave if it feels right to leave, or find your little places and spots where you can pull back if you need to. Or if you're in it and you're drinking, or you're doing some kind of psychedelic or cannabis or whatever it is, just be mindful that your nervous system and your subtle bodies, not just the one structural physical body, can take a toll even when it's fun in the moment. And I just want to urge you to take really good self-care if you go out or stay in and do these adventurous things that many of us have done in our lifetimes. And consider that every possible moment that is a turning point, and it's a ritual transitional moment of life, which is New Year's Eve to New Year's Day, is a moment where self-reflection and intention is very useful. Ideally, it would be necessary and treated that way. And it provides an opportunity to create a context for something to grow and emerge out of it that's profoundly different. So when we treat it that way, with respect, with reverence, for the fact that it's a transitional opportunity, it can be truly transformative for anyone, and hugely so for yourself. So I wish everyone a wonderful transition into letting go of what was, stepping into the new with an energy that's fresh, with the intentions of how we would like to feel that this world is becoming, instead of what it was, but more of what it can be. And when we all step into that together, the more of us that do, this world does change. Be part of that change. Start with being home in yourself, and know that we are all totally interconnected. And the more we light that up in ourselves and light it up with each other, the world changes. Lots of love. Happy New Year.